Splatoon 2 is a sequel to 2 years ago's Wii U exclusive Splatoon, which is a family-friendly shooter exclusive franchise from Nintendo. Yeah, from Nintendo exclusively. It's exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, which came out in July over the summer, while the other one was in the spring. The first one, I mean, just saying. So May, because of the success and support it got from the first one, they decided to do a sequel, which I feel was slightly rushed and too soon, probably because it came be close to the Switch launch.
So here's just the start, pretty much. It looks very different than the old one. And that's how that news look like, which obviously that's an inkling, text, language, dialect. And we have these two new anchor or hosts for news, Pearl and Marina. Marina Pearl. Yeah, Marina and Pearl. And this is just the new hub, how it looks like from the old one. First of all, here you have the Snack Shack, which was from Krusty Sean. That's who's in charge. Pretty much what you get here is just you level up your experience in the game in terms of, ranks and money. So, and here where you can scan any amiibo and get extra things, content in the game. And so the most content that you get is clothes. Well, while with the old one for the original Splatoon amiibos, you get missions that too, not just the, clothing. Here, first of all, we have the shirt store, shirt/t-shirt clothing store. You can customize for your inkling, girl or boy. And then next, we have the hat store, the headwear, I mean. Or as it says there, the headgear. Then what's up next is pretty much the weapons, which Sheldon is back again, actually. And for that, you can actually, what you can do in this place is, if you want to go take it out for a firing test, then sure. And also, in the meantime, you can change the weapons to another one, just by pressing X. Sorry, pressing plus. And also the other one, which is kind of secret, it's weird that it's out of order. It seems second, but it's actually first or last, but the shoe store. Yeah, you can only customize when you buy is the shoes, the headwear. In other words, the headgear and pretty much the shirts or / t-shirts. Also here, which is new, is I'm gonna explain in a minute, is that you have this thing that you play locally and you can host it or you can join one. But it's actually related to what I'm gonna show you in a minute. So, but the only difference is that this is local, while with the other one that I'm gonna tell you about is just multiplayer, around the world. And here is just pretty much the quick menu, what you want to do, like in terms of controls, where do you want to go, like which place. And here, if you want to just customize your character, everything about it, and still you have the settings, like in terms of amiibo and what you need in the game. So pretty much, if you know what I mean. Just by pressing plus, by the way. And this is something I have never noticed before, but it's like in the first game. I think in the meantime, well, if you're in a lobby, but this one outside is you play a mini game. And here we have a campaign, that's how you get into it. The story is based on pretty much Callie trying to find Marie. Marie trying to find Callie. And here you can just upgrade your weapon, you can level up to max. And here, I did not even know about the other weapons too. I thought you can only do with the hero set, which I was so blind about. I probably was kind of rushing. But blah blah blah, Mary talks, and when you finish the game, that's the enemy. You just trap him there pretty much. And you can transition to another weapon just easily like that by pressing, I think, X. I don't know if X. But yeah, overall the gameplay for the single player is very good. It's just very smooth and I feel like some levels are kind of back from the old one, like the one that I just showed you now. But the single player it's like you can finish it in 3 hours or less. But I like the story overall. I feel like it's better than the first one in terms of gameplay and everything about it. And you get new weapons than the strafing, which is only for the Splot Dollies. And this is the final boss, obviously. It makes sense that you're trying to look for Marie as the plot, and so she's the last boss. And that's when you finish the plot, you always find them. Or sometimes it would be a cliffhanger. But, still didn't get to do what you wanted to do. And this is the final boss, and blah blah blah. Here you can keep the record of how many things you collected on each level and sector, which I also did not know about. For records and scrolls, I mean. And now, speaking of earlier for the local, this is what's called the Salmon Run, which is called like Grizzo, and it's actually like a scheduled thing. You can't play it forever, but what it's about is pretty much that this mode, it's actually only limited to 4 players. What it's like is pretty much zombies, but except that, not zombies. At the same time, it's a job. You get paid for this, so it's like Call of Duty, but the additional thing is that this is a job. You get paid for this, not just killing zombies. And then here's these 2 cats. The little cat is actually a new thing in the game, and she's, in the results, or he, I mean. And this thing, I don't know if it was in the first game, but you can, if you want, like, it's kind of like the smuggler. You can, extend abilities if you want or whatnot, but whatever, you know what I mean, and exchange. And here's the online. You have pretty much regular battle if you want to battle with friends. There's private battle with online lounge, which you have to use the app for that, for mostly voice chat. And there is, if you want, league battle and rank battle. Yeah, for rank battles, that's you play a certain mode. Well, with league battle, the only difference is that you get to play it with friends as a team or individuals, like free for all or team deathmatch. This is how the lobby looks like. The major difference is that your card, it was kind of, I don't know, kind of seemed like a Massachusetts type of shape back in the old one. Well, this one's just entirely oval, like long oval. But and Tour 4, what it's about pretty much is just that you try to cover as much as ink as you can, in your level. And there's these things called calling cards, which instead of voice chat or like, public one or just giving out a text, not, like with other games, you just give out your pretty much response to what happens. And sometimes when you die, there is ouch. I mean, every time when you die, but when you're not dead, it does replace it with this way. That's what they have, and that's how the percentage looks when you win or don't win. So, yeah, I did say that the other cat is in this one. The first one used to be just the big cat in the middle. Your rank up, blah blah blah, whatsoever. And now here what we have is Rainmaker, pretty much. And yeah, Rainmaker is about actually is that there is this little thing called a Rainmaker that you try to take, which it's covered in the bubble first. Your team has to pop that if they covered entirely in ink, but then you have to go through the way like the fortress in quotation marks and put it into their pedestal on the other side. This is my favorite mode, honestly. I feel like this is the most experience that you get from like as a rank, if you know what I mean by experience, where you level up very high and easily. Again, it's my favorite as for league battle or rank battle, whatever it's called. Another mode that we have actually is Splat Zone, which pretty much I did not really understand it at first what it was and how do you do it, because the timing and like how it keeps like saying, oh, you lost the lead, or like, I mean, you lost the control and you didn't lose control. It didn't say that literally, but it's just in general it was confusing to me. That's how. But what it's about pretty much is that not in the lead, if you know what I mean by that, but that's what Splat Zone is. And if you want to host drawings or just text, unfortunately there isn't Miiverse on the Switch, and even in fact the Wii U, they suspended it, so they closed the services for that. Draw and then post it on either Twitter or Facebook, pretty much. And here, if you want to check out someone's, and order their gear. And there you can earn a bonus. Go check it if you have one in for Salmon Run. If you did earn one, but that's how it is. If you earned one, like, which I think that's when the bubble pops, like with the rank meter, if you know what I mean. The ball, if you see her, for instance. And by the way, if you, there are 3 waves. If you did good in the 2 waves, but you failed on the 3rd one, you do actually, your raise gets retained, which it means it stays the same. But unfortunately, if it was worse than that, your pay grade gets degraded, if you know what I mean by that. While at the same time, if you did entirely good, obviously you would get raised. Oh, raised, get it. But like your pay grade will be raised. And then yeah, you can go to the bonus, and if you have the same thing that you had already, you can either swap for cash or keep new gear. But like if one of the balls pop in the bonus meter, it means you got a bonus, even if you get like passes the mask or whatever it is, the one that looks different from the others, I mean. And you can also order stuff online for whatever you have, I mean. So like if you go to a player, you can order gear for what they have, or if you can like their posts, because not like how it was with the Wii U. I still kind of sad that there's no Miiverse, and you know how social media is a known thing these days, even 10 years ago. But you can't also add them just like that, because they have a thing about strangers, for Nintendo, Stranger Things.
Overall, I think the game is really great. It has so many new things since the first one. Not that many. I feel like it's more of a Splatoon 1.5, which a lot of people would think and say. Think so. But the fact that there's new hairstyles and pretty much, I don't know what else. Like, I'm trying to think. Oh, and new, let's say, host anchors, which are, you know what I mean, Pearl and Marina. So, but oh my god, look at Marina's hair though. It's so octopusy. It's obviously an octopus, but you know what I mean. I did not know they were going to go that far and have that idea. And also the addition of Salmon Run, which is like, zombies, except it's like a job, you get paid for that, and family friendly. But it's like zombies from Call of Duty, as I already said. And you can also play like with online and locally, as for Salmon Run. And not much else additions. And the major addition as for the weapon is the Splat Dollies, which even like that's the addition because that's the major one, because you can hold 2 weapons and you can even strafe with it. That's the only weapon, by the way. And overall then, with all that saying, I would recommend this, yeah, but I would rate it a 9.6. While with the other one, I would have probably, for the first one, rated it a 9.5. So, But I just didn't like the fact how there was no split screen, but I think there had to be sacrifices, and maybe because of the budget. There was no salmon one, but there was split screen, which was called dojo mode. It's funny, but like, and I know that's like a karate term, or you know what I mean, like fighting. Yeah, that. Alright then, that was it, you guys, for my review of Splatoon 2. Hopefully I'm done with what I wanted to say as for the ending. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a like if you did, or just dislike, which I think you should, because why not? Cringe, I mean, that's what I was going for and I'm intending and going for. And please subscribe. I'm going to be uploading for the next few months, like month or two, but couple of videos. I was gonna say for the next couple of months, but couple less for the videos, I mean, the amount. Yeah, so that was it then. How many videos? I will see you guys later then. Thank you so much for watching and hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye. Maybe share it too.